Welcome back. It's your boy Fresh.
And I'm Mary, and we are a Co-ople of nerds.
Welcome to the Sega Genesis, February 1991. The real gamers all have the same favorite console, the Sega Genesis. Is it a surprise? God loved Sega so much, he named the first book in the Bible Genesis.
Genesis.
16-bit sports action.
After all, the Genesis does what Nintendo don't.
Gotta go.
Hey guy, you're the first serious gamer I've seen all morning. Check this out. Brand new 16-bit Super Nintendo with Super Mario World. Wow!
What's this one?
Oh, this is a Sonic the Hedgehog from Sega Genesis.
In 2024, the Genesis turns 35 years old.
You've got Stimpy's invention.
In this series, we will travel 35 years into the past each month, where we will collect, review, and rank every North American licensed Sega Genesis game ever made, except for Outback Joey.
Powder toast, man.
F. Outback Joey.
To save himself, he launches a right hand to the kangaroo's snout.
And all of Australia, for that matter.
The Sega Genesis has blast processing. Super Nintendo doesn't.
We will be using the generally accepted list of games and their release dates. Did we get one wrong?
Shut up, nerd! Shut up, nerd!
Welcome to the Sega Genesis.
And what if you don't have blast processing?
So this series, we look at all the games released exactly 35 years ago, making it February 1991. But first, let's figure out what else was happening in the world in February 91.
So on February 14th, the perfect Valentine's movie came out. Silence of the Lambs was released.
Yeah, I deeply connect with the Buffalo Bill. Been harvesting skin for years.
And then on the 19th, REM released their single Losing My Religion. Everyone knows that song.
Can you sing a little bit?
I'm not a good singer, but okay. Losing my religion, trying to keep an eye on you. Okay, yeah. I'm not very good, and I can't sing. This is why I don't sing. Okay, and then this is for all the nerds out there. On the 20th of February 1991, the programming language Python was released by Guido van Rossum.
I only know these pythons. 28-inch pythons.
Programming in Python is actually pretty nice. It's pretty easy. So it's not so bad. And then finally on the 28th, the Gulf War ended. Good thing.
There you go. Yeah. All right. So let's dive into them. I think we got 5.
Yep.
So the first game up is Air Buster.
The Japanese title is Aero Blasters. It was developed by Interstate, published by Kaneko USA. The genre is shoot 'em up. It plays 1 or 2 at co-op.
In the year 2030, Earth is attacked by the Mega Load Masters. Charles Takaya anticipated this event, so he sent a futuristic weapon called the Buster System. He trained his children Holly and Mike to pilot the 2 aircrafts. The standout feature of this shoot 'em up is you can play 2-player co-op, unless of course your second player hates shmups. There will be gun dishes that contain power-ups. When you blow them up, the items spread out like a fan, allowing players to pick the weapon they want or to upgrade their primary shot. Or in my case, when all the weapons fan out, you try to get a power up and crash into an enemy and die. The main one I think you want to focus on is the normal shot power-up. It's the yellow and red P symbol. This game has some tough boss battles, but an excellent soundtrack. This game has a charge shot, but it does not do a ton of damage, and it takes a long time to charge up. You have to beat 6 courses to win this game. This game was not released in PAL, so we've been instructed that all shoot-em-ups can get in the bin. Grade C. Level 2 will give you horrible flashbacks of the Turbo Tunnel and Battletoads, flying through tunnels at enhanced speeds while the floor and ceiling will kill you. When you die, the game will place you in the middle of the screen, and on level 2, that could be right in the middle of a death zone. So you have to fly up or fly down as quickly as possible, but now you're so focused on getting out of there that you might overshoot it because the tunnel gets really, really narrow and you can kill yourself again. The game is generous with its number of lives and continues though, so that helps it out a little bit.
But can you memorize the course?
You could, if you did not have a life. We do have our first cover art battle. North America and Japan going head to head here.
So there's a lot of missed opportunity with the North America one because they have all that blank, like, yellow space.
Yeah.
That they're not filling in.
Now the Japanese one did do that a little bit with the corners being blue.
Yeah.
Kind of a generic blue. So that team down there, you see them all over the game. I don't know why there's so many if it's just a brother and sister combo as the 2 pilots, but that is in the game. For me, I don't love either.
Yeah, I don't
but
either.
I think I picked Japan.
Yeah, I would say I would go with Japan.
Yeah. I think if North America got rid of all that yellow, they might have been able to take them. But,
I also like the writing, the logo for the title.
Yeah.
On the Japan
the font.
one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I agree. Up next, we have Arrow Flash.
Developed by ITL and published by Renovation Products, the genre is a shoot 'em up and it only plays 1 player.
You are Xana Keen, a pilot for the United Government Space Force, trying to stop Viking terrorists led by the great Hilagi, using a transforming mech space fighter. What sets this shooter apart is the ability to transform from mech to spaceship and back again. The mech has more spread weapons and the spaceship is faster and smaller. The game also has a powerful attack called the Arrow Flash. The ship fires a barrage of large lasers, while the mech turns invincible and can crash through enemies and terrain. This game has 5 levels, with the last level being separated into 3 parts. Grade B. The levels of this game are very long, and when you continue, you do have to start at the beginning of the level. But this is sort of your more traditional shoot 'em up, which I liked a little bit more than the last one. Okay, we got another cover art battle. It's a 3-way dance. Japan, PAL, and North America. So
I like the background better on PAL, but I think I like the art better on North America. I don't know why I'm just not taking Japan with the whole anime look.
yeah, not digging that one.
No.
I agree. Although I don't know if I love the North America. Like, I do think it's cool that they're kind of showing that there's a pilot inside that mech. like inside the red dome. You could see the pilot in there. So that's pretty cool. But I think I like PAL the most. With you get the female character, so a nice little bit of representation. But you also get the mech, and it's got the cool outer space background. So I think I
like the background there. But I mean, you got the scary dude in the background on the North America one.
Yeah. I don't know, which one do you like better?
I like North America better.
Alright, let us know in the comment section which one's right. PAL or North America. Up next, we got Back to the Future Part 3.
Developed by Probe Software, was published by Arena Entertainment. The genre is action and also only one player.
Based on the titular 1990 film Back to the Future Part 3, this is a collection of 4 minigames. Players in 1991 probably did not make it past the first stage, where Doc Brown is trying to save his wife on her runaway carriage. Everything on planet Earth hates this woman. Even the birds are trying to stop Doc from saving her. If you pause the game, hold the A button, press up, down, left, right, you can skip to the next stage. A shooting gallery, which is just as bad. Light gun games using a controller are never good. I am tired of talking about this awful game. I never want to touch it again. This game was not released in Japan. Grade F. The only question here was, is it the worst Sega Genesis game of all time? I debated that for longer than I played this pile of junk. If you want to experience Back to the Future, watch the movies. Up next, we got Dick Tracy.
Developed by Sega Technical Institute and published by Sega, the genre is action and, again, only one player.
This is the first game developed by the mixed Japanese-American Sega team, in which they only had 5 months to complete its development. It came out 9 months after the film's theatrical run, and 3 months after it was released on home video. Take control of the titular character Dick Tracy as he tries to stop Big Boy and his gang from building explosives. There are enemies in the foreground and the background. Use your pistol and fists for the foreground enemies and Tommy gun for the background enemies. Enemies in the background are much harder to evade their gunfire. So like when you're doing the side-scrolling part, guys in the foreground will just shoot you and you can duck and jump as normal. But when they're coming at you from behind, you don't see their bullets. You'll just see like bullet holes in the sort of the camera lens, and so it's a little bit tougher to dodge those. There are car levels and levels in which you cannot use your guns to mix up gameplay. There are 6 stages broken into sub-stages. The bosses need to be shot numerous times throughout the last sub-stage. They also get several frames of invincibility after getting hit. Grade B. I really enjoyed the variety of this game. The boss battles are tough and they have large health bars, and you have to track them throughout the stage. If you die, you must start the fight all over. I wish Dick Tracy would walk a bit faster and they gave him a dodge. Maybe hunting criminals in a bright yellow trench coat was a bad idea.
We should have watched that movie just like we did Back to the Future Part 3 after you played that one.
I don't think we had Dick Tracy in the movie.
Yeah, I'm sure we could find it.
Well, we went to the video store the other day. Did you find it?
I didn't think about it. Wasn't on the list. Not the current list, but it'll be on the next list.
Okay, I'll add it. Up next, we got Musha.
The Japanese title is Musha Aleste, Full Metal Fighter Eleanor. I'm not sure why. That was developed by Compile, published by Seismic Software. The genre is shoot 'em up, and players is 1.
Musha is short for Metallic Uniframe Super Hybrid Armor, in case you're wondering. The supercomputer Dyer 51 was designed to control a space colony. It has gone rogue, sending its attack robots to destroy mankind. A team of mecha fighters are sent to stop it, but all are wiped out except you, Terry. Collecting power chips adds to the options to your mech. You can choose which formations they take. Options act like additional weapons. You can collect special weapons: Blazing Beam, Vanishing Blaster, Defensive Detonator. Each orb you collect makes the special weapon stronger. If you pick up a different one, you will change to that weapon, starting the level process over. The music in this game is amazing. It contains an anime-style opening scene. This game was not released in PAL, so Generation Pixel, you missed out, buddy. Grade S.
What is grade S?
It's even higher than A. It's an S.
Do they give out these grades in school?
Yes, I got all S's. Other YouTubers hand out S grades like it's Halloween candy, but not us. This game deserves the highest grade possible. It is fantastic. This is a very expensive game. A loose copy goes for $300. A CIB is almost $800. No game is worth that kind of money. I hope Limited Run makes this game available because everyone needs to experience it. I really enjoyed this. I was having a blast playing this. Even like the enemies, it's like giant houses on railroad tracks. It's like wild and crazy, and then like you gotta fight this house looking thing or temple looking thing, and then you go inside it.
Sounds like when you have dreams or nightmares.
And like some of the bosses are just so crazy and over top of this giant face you're fighting in the second level. And I do feel like of all the shoot 'em ups we've played, especially this month, this was number 3 to 5 were shoot 'em ups. I felt like this one was the most forgiving for, like, you get hit, you'll just lose your power-up gun, but not dies. You don't have to start over. So, and then like those options I was talking about collecting, sometimes those just get hit and they'll fall off or break. And you can collect numerous of them so they can swap out and replace themselves. And then being able to position them, you can kind of have them fanning. I normally did the spread shot formation. Like during boss fights, you can have them shoot straight ahead or shoot behind you in levels where enemies are coming up from behind. You can even have them like seek out enemies and just like kamikaze themselves into it. This game was awesome. It was awesome. We do have a cover art battle. North America versus Japan.
I mean, to me, it's obvious it's North America.
I think so too. That fire scene.
Yeah.
The mechs look extremely similar, I think. A lot of times they won't look identical, but this one, that's close enough. Screw the girl and her thumbs up. I'm going with the giant explosion of fire. And that will do it. Let's take a peek at the updated rankings. We got a new number 1, which should be obvious. It's the only S game we've given out. Musha. Like I said, I encourage everyone to experience this game. I don't think there's a game made worth $300. So I'll let you put those two pieces of that puzzle together. Just don't tell Sega I suggested it. Then we got at number 22, Arrow Flash. 26, Dick Tracy. 29, Airbuster. I really enjoyed all three of these games. I thought Airbuster was the weakest of the three of them, but all very solid. And then the freaking turd that clogged the toilet. Back to the Future Part 3. I couldn't make it worse than Super Highlight. That was really like Super Highlight, where you pick up the extra equipment and then your character just can't move. and it looks way worse. Back to the Future Part 3. In the gameplay footage, it probably looked a little dark. That's because when they developed the game, they only developed in the shadow pixels. So it's not as bad on a real TV, but I noticed when recording gameplay footage, it was just naturally darker than every other Sega game. And I swapped out cartridges just to make sure I didn't jack up the recording. No, I did a little research and discovered they use shadow pixels.
That's weird.
Yeah. They didn't care about this game. You shouldn't care about this game.
But the movie's okay.
The movie's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it.
I like Back to the Future Part 3. Everyone likes to dog on Part 3, but I
think it's the weakest of the three. I think it just got worse every time. So Back to the Future 1, Back to the Future...
Every time they make sequels.
Most time, yes. Yes. I think the only different one is Frankenstein. But that'll do it. Let us know down in the comments section. Do you agree with our grades? Is Back to the Future Part 3 worse than Super Highlight? Do you hope they remake Musha? Let us know down there, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye! Hey, Pumpkin. Now that the U.S. owns hockey, where do you think we should put it?
I don't want anything to do with hockey. It's a cold sport, and I'm tired of the cold, and I just want it to be warm.
You got some cold places. You got some up there by the Great Lakes. You know, Michigan, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Put it somewhere up there.
Yeah.